Hi, Tim here, and welcome to my day 36 ketogenic diet update. Since yesterday's weigh-in, my weight is down by 0.3 of a kilogram, and that's about sort of 0.6 of a pound. So overall, in the 36 days that I've been doing this, weight loss is now exactly 8 kilograms, and that's about 17 and 0.6 of a pound. So getting on towards 18 pounds, which is good. I'm going to keep the video pretty short today, but I've got a couple of things I want to... The main thing I want to talk about today is if you're not getting weight loss. And we have got a person who's following on watching my videos, Kathy, and she's having trouble on the keto diet and she's not actually losing weight. Now I can understand that would be most frustrating, because the periods of time that I don't lose weight when I get on the scales, I have to say it's a disappointment to get on the scale, but to have that for the longer term, and she's been doing it now for a number of weeks, and I think she may have lost 3 pounds or very little weight. It must be very depressing. But I think the time has come, if after a certain period of time, if after say 3 or 4 weeks you've been doing this and you are not getting results, you need to start thinking about changing the routine a little bit, because clearly whatever you're doing right now is not working. So that's the reality of the thing now. So you get your best results if you try something out and give it a good time to try. If that doesn't work, you need to mix things up and change it, because it's clearly not working. I can't remember who it was now, but someone mentioned that the definition of an insanity is doing the same thing day in and day out but expecting a different result. So basically what I'm saying is, if after 3 weeks, if that's what it is, you're not getting the same you aren't getting any results, I should say, it's time to start thinking about changing it up. So now, I'm not suggesting you stop the ketogenic diet. Do not do that. Keep on the low carb diet, but it's time to change. Now I know in Kathy's case, she's only consuming about 1,000 calories a day, and whilst I do recognise what you're saying, Kathy, that in the diets you've had in the past, you've never lost weight eating more than that, not eating enough is basically a big potential for the reasons that you're not actually losing weight. So believe it or not, by eating more, it could be highly probable that that could be a cause, or if it can help you, the fact that you're eating more will help you to lose weight. And I'm not suggesting you go crazy and start tripling it and just going on an eating rampage or anything like that, but 1,000 calories isn't really enough. And the other thing is, I would be focusing on a food diary. Very, very important. In myfitnesspal.com, and I'll put a link in the description below this video, I suggest you take a look at that site and start tracking, because I think it's really time for you to know exactly, firstly, how many calories you're having. I know you can track that yourself in your head, but it's surprising when you do this. If you haven't got an official thing tracking it, you can be out of whack. So for example, where you may not be eating enough calories, or if you're eating too many calories, having an application that actually tracks everything down to the last literal calorie, you'll just know where you stand a lot more. Secondly, also your macros, your fat components, carbs and protein, making sure that that mix is correct. I did take a quick look at what you've sent me through in yesterday's video, day 35, and it doesn't seem to me that you're eating enough fat. And again, this is theory, because I haven't seen your food diary. Sign up. I suggest, Kathy, and anyone else who's watching this in a similar situation, sign up to myfitnesspal.com, enter the data, so you know categorically you can say, yes, I'm on 65 grams of fat, I'm on 30% protein and 5% carbs. That's another thing to try. Thirdly, maybe your weight's not going down, but maybe your measurements are. Are your clothes fitting better? Are they less tight? Have you got some other clothes that previously you didn't fit you that now are fitting you better? That's another potential there. So check to see your measurements, in other words, to see whether your measurements are going down. Really, we're talking about mixing things up and trying some other things. Another option, intermittent fasting. And I did have a video on that, and I'll actually put the link to that video in the video description as well. Check out that video and look at that. That's another option where basically you don't eat for about 16, between 14 and 16 hours every day. I'm actually a little bit longer. So this is what I'm doing currently is I actually fast from about 8 o'clock at night, depending on what time I finish my dinner, and I don't eat until just after lunch, around about, well, sometimes it's as late as 2 o'clock. If that's the case, that's a 16-hour fast, because it's going from 8 p.m. to 2 p.m. the next day, or sometimes it's closer to 12 o'clock. So it's between a 14 and a 16-hour fast per day. And intermittent fast is basically where, again, you're not consuming anything other than water or some sort of liquid for that period of time. I do have a coffee in the morning with a bit of coconut oil in the coffee, but that's all I have. Now, I'm not hungry during those times. I'm actually shooting this video now and it's around 12 o'clock and I'm still not particularly hungry. But that is very, very healthy for your body, having an intermittent fast. That's another thing. Again, we're trying to mix things up, change the metabolism a little bit, just get your body changing. Some of these things could actually help kickstart a weight loss. The worst thing I think you could do now is, because it's been going on for so long, it seems that it's at the stage where you need to try something. So I will try one or more of those things and see whether that helps. Lastly, I've got another link into another article that I read today on some other things for you to look at. And that's to look at yourself in the mirror and just see whether things like how you feel, what your skin's like, and those types of things, to see whether you're seeing an improvement there. Because sometimes, because our systems are so out of whack, it can take, according to this article, 4 to 6 weeks to start getting back into gear and start noticing an improvement. So it could be that you're in that transition where your body's transitioning and getting out of the problems you had in the past. So keep that in mind. If you're taking painkillers, I've heard that painkillers can actually cause problems with weight loss as well. I'm not sure whether that's true. That's something that I've heard. Something for you to research for sure. Bottom line here is that something needs to change and we need to get out of our old comfort zones. Just getting back to the number of calories a day. Look, up until recently, I was of the belief as well that it all come down to the calories. And that generally speaking, the less calories you ate per day, the more weight you'd lose. Well, that clearly doesn't work. Because your body, there's a starvation mode where if you hit a particular amount of calories per day, your body automatically goes into sort of a self-preservation type mode, and where it's consuming, because you've got less calories, it's got less energy to work with, so it shuts down some of your systems, and consequently you're burning less energy. So eating less is not the answer. It's pretty well all diets as recent diets, they'll talk about that, and getting to the stage where you're not eating enough calories. So ignore all the diets you've had in the past, and if you are not getting results, consider upping your calories at least to around about the limit that they're suggesting. And MyFitnessPal will give you some good ideas based on the amount of exercise you're doing, your current weight and your height. They'll give you an estimate of the amount of calories. I think, for example, in my case, it was around about 1,500 calories a day would be my target to work on. And eating 1,500 calories a day, I would get some weight loss, according to them. Now, that's only a guide. I'm not suggesting that you take that in black and white, but clearly 1,000 in your case is probably not enough. Anyway, so that's hopefully some tips if you're at the stage where you're not losing weight. And look, it is relatively unusual. The research I've done, most people do seem to lose weight, and the bigger you are initially, when you start out with keto, the more weight you'll lose in a lump, and then it starts slowing down over time. So in my case, because I was, very overweight, my weight loss has been pretty good. But it does depend where you are. I'm not sure how much you weigh now, Kathy, but if that could be a factor as well. And if you're watching this video, someone else, and you're in that situation, the less weight you've got to lose, generally speaking, the slower it's going to come off. All right, well, I hope that's helped and giving Kathy and some other people some tips there on how to get out of this plateau. I'll be back with another video, my day 37 one, tomorrow. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please click this button here. As you can see it on the screen now, that's the like button. Please do that. It helps spread the word and get other people to actually find my videos, which is fantastic. It's a win-win. Also, if you want to comment on my videos, please do so. That's over there, right over there. If you do that, I will actually respond to any questions you might have. And lastly, and probably most importantly, please subscribe. That's right, click that button right there now. You can do that right now while I'm talking, and you can subscribe to my channel, and you'll be updated automatically every time I release a new video, which is often. Thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be back with another video soon. Cheers for now.